cold out here.
Yeah.
What's up, gearheads? It's Trev. It's cold, so I'm gonna make this quick. I'm gonna fire up the Integra, limp it over to Sam's garage. If we can limp it over. I'm gonna try and start it up in gear and shut it off, and then put it in gear again and start it up, and we'll see where we get. Alright, so we'll go. Oh my god, that felt weird. Start it in reverse. Oh, stupid seatbelts. Oh, this thing's all jacked up. Okay, we got neutral. Now the question is, can we grab first gear or do I need to shut it off? Oh, I got it! Ooh. Might be able to shift. Okay, let's see, can we get it so it's not gonna stall? Probably burning clutch like crazy right now. Come on, traffic. Oh boy. Now. Oh, I got second. All right. I guess with that clutch cable as tight as it is, gives me just enough to grab gears. Let's see if we can get third. Sweet. Gonna make it. Car made it back to Sam's, jumping and juddering the whole way, but made it back. So now, we're gonna lose the hood. We're gonna lose the engine. I'm feeling a little under the weather. Sam's making me do this.
Don't make me get my will.
So if I'm not all excited like I normally am, that's because I feel sick.
There's a lighter!
That goes too much already right there. First things first, gotta drain the fluids, and then pull the battery. Where am I pointing? Pull the battery, pull the intake tube, engine. I'm coming. Beautiful thing about a carbon fiber hood, huh?
Yeah, there's like no weight to it all. You're like, do you got it? And I'm like, God, the hell fuck. Oh.
Alright, first things first. Pull on an engine, pull the battery. Then I'm going to drain the coolant. I think I'll worry about draining the oil after we pull the engine out, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, maybe we should jack it up first. Then we'll disconnect the battery and go from there. Okay, so last we left off, we didn't do a damn thing. I was feeling like crap. I went into a coughing frenzy just from jacking up the car. So now, it's time to actually get to work. We got Sammy, who's just messing around on his phone. We got Lexi over here, who wants to learn how to work on cars.
Run!
Yeah, run! She probably knows more than we do anyway, so. We're going to get to work. We're going to drain some fluids. We're going to disconnect the battery. Lexi! Get a wench! Go
Dude,
red.
don't stare at me, I don't like it.
Hey, Lex. Smile for all them boys that's gonna be jealous of you working out here. Just look at it. Would you look at it? Just look at it. What's up, man? What are you doing now, buddy?
Throttle cable's off. Once Lex gets the strut bar off, I'll disconnect it from here. Get the throttle cable out of the way. Grounds, I think, are disconnected. Let's see here. Gotta disconnect the fuel line.
Hey, we're gonna do something about this paint while it's out, buddy.
Car First, we're gonna do something about the paint, Tammy.
Are we?
Yeah, because it's bad.
We couldn't guess.
So as I'm working, I forgot how ghetto this car is set up. A little tight.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, actually, would have never been able to get that one loose.
Yeah. So the clip for my throttle position sensor is busted, and I've got my throttle position connector zip tied on. Ghetto! 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 So here, we can take this hose off, Lex. So this is a different style clamp.
Radiator is out.
Unscrew that.
Thanks to my Lexi.
You don't. This one's actually, that one might come apart. I don't know. Yep.
She got the vacuum hoses off.
Just, that's it. Just loosen it. And, oop, there's fluid coming out of there. That's good. As soon as it comes loose, now you can pull that off.
Next heartthrob of America, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not talking about him. Well, maybe not. I said little. Lexi.
Yeah.
You having fun?
A little.
A little? Is it starting to feel like work?
Yeah.
Let me see your hands. Look, look, they're dirty! What'd you just do, Lex? You gonna do it again? Because I'm sure everybody here wants to see how my kid, my little girl, took her first tire off. Except for it won't be her first, it'll be second. I wasn't sharing the first with everybody, just me. Come on, kids. Show them how a real kid does it.
Pete, stop.
Oh, man.
Awesome. Okay, so status update. Sam is drunk in a corner.
I'm not drunk.
We've got just about everything disconnected from the engine. We got the throttle body off. We got the harness disconnected. We got the heater hose disconnected. Still need to take the bolts out of the exhaust. And Lexi is currently working on removing the upper control arms so that we can, or disconnecting the upper control arms so that we can get some play in the steering knuckles so that we can remove the axles from the transmission and the half shaft. And then we're getting pretty darn close to being ready to pull this engine out. After that, I believe it's just the engine mounts. Okay, so here's where we're at. We're stuck because we've got, well, let's see here. So, update, exhaust disconnected, headers off, we got the throttle body off. Lexi has done like 80% of the work so far, which is awesome. She's learning. Sam's just being lazy. But where I'm stuck is on my shift linkage. Let me show you. So right here, this is your shift linkage. I unbolted the one off this stud right here, if you can see it. I need a third hand. It's in the left corner of your screen. That's the second piece of shift linkage right here. And that's what basically holds everything steady, and then when you move the shifter, this thing moves in and out to change the gears. Now I took the roll pin out of this, but I cannot for the life of me get that shift linkage off that stud that goes into the transmission. Now on the other end is the shifter. It's So I unbolted the piece on that solid rod that holds everything together, and I tried unbolting the shifter. There it is. I even was able, after I lowered this down, I was able to get an impact on it. The other end is an Allen key. I can't hold it still well enough. I don't have enough leverage. It's just spinning around and hurting my hand and pinching my fingers. So I'm really stuck here on getting this shift linkage off. So the next step and this has been like an hour worth of fighting with this thing. So the next step is I'm going to take the shift knob off so that the shift linkage can drop down through the car. Then, when we pull the engine out, we'll just take the linkage with it. And then see if I can get it off the transmission end once it's outside of the car. Because this friggin' thing is stuck! Okay, like so, on the shift knob there, see how there's a nut underneath the shift knob? Got it on there? So to loosen it, you're actually going to turn that to the right because you need to spin the nut down on that shaft.
So that
So you're going to pull it towards you. Hold the shift knob still while you turn the nut. You going?
This is spinning with it.
You got to hold the shift knob really hard and still to break that nut loose. There it goes.
Oh, I got it.
So now you have it loose, you just need to unscrew the shift knob.
This part?
Yep. Okay, just lay that in the seat. Now you need to take the nut off, so just unscrew that by hand. Good. That's it.
Good.
So now, we should be able to just drop that down if I remember properly. I'm not 100% sure. Alrighty, so the exhaust is rusty enough that I'm a little worried about trying to disconnect a whole lot of it. So we got it loose from here, but that's going to make it really tight for getting the engine out. So we're going to pull the intake manifold. We've got it unbolted, and Lexi, if you want to do the honors, you should be ready to pull it off.
I don't want to break it though.
Not going to break it.
Hey, you forgot to mention me holding the seat down.
Sam's holding the seat down. Alright. So now we're ready to...
Don't you put that on me. Go find a spot for it. Man, you got me dirty!
So now, while that's all apart, we'll be able to sandblast that or do some paint removal to it, and then either try and clean up the aluminum or repaint it again, because clearly it looks great. Alright, well, I think we're ready to start disconnecting some engine mounts. And actually, the other nice thing about taking the intake manifold off is that gives us much easier access to the rear engine mount. Here comes the big moment. Valve cover protected, though it might need repainted anyway. Chains hooked up. We'll unfold the hoist. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 engine mounts. And then we get to test the tensile strength of anything we forgot to disconnect.
Chair's still down.
Sam's still holding his chair down.
Telling you what, I should be getting paid buku bucks for this
You got
job.
some in your hand.
Yeah, my fingers.
No.
So as per usual, ain't nothing easy. The nut and bolt for the rear transmission mount are seized, and I cannot for the life of me remember how to release the speedometer cable from the transmission. I thought it just pulled out. Can't find anything on Honda Tech. Everybody's like, oh, well, you pull back the boot and pull this clip off, and that's how you disconnect it from your speedometer. Oh, and you might have to take it out of the transmission side first. How? So, we're fighting with the speedo cable, we're fighting with a seized nut. And once those are taken care of, we can pull the 2 bolts out of the side engine mounts and we're good to go. But in the meantime, well said. Alright, so I'm trying to research how to remove this thing. So here is what I'm working with. Okay. So that guy right there, I know that's bad lighting, I'm sorry. Vehicle speed sensor, cable goes into it. And everybody's saying remove the rubber boot, remove the C-clip. And I found a picture of it. So I think I'm missing that boot, and if you can see there's a little clip right there, spring clip. There's a little recess in that end of the cable. I think I'm missing pieces and mine is just frozen in there. So I might need to just grab it with pliers and give it a good yank. This poor car is so ghetto hacked together. One of these days I'll take it all the way apart and really give it a good once over. That might be the day I do the K-swap. But this is really being a pain in the butt. So I go inside for a bathroom break. I come back outside and I'm going, Sam, I don't know what to do. And he goes, why? I'm like, well, I'm at a loss. I really don't know what to do with this. You got it! He won't tell me what he did, but he got it. Yay! Now we can keep going. Yeah, now we got to work on the seized nut and bolt for that back engine mount. But I get a feeling we'll be able to get that. So yeah, my speedo cable is missing a protective boot and a little C-clip that holds it in. So it was just straight stuck. So that's gonna have to be remedied. But that's one more obstacle out of the way. Oh yeah, and we pulled the starter out just to, you know, make room, but seeing as we're separating the engine and transmission, that needed to be done anyway, so onward! Alright, so we busted out the Big Daddy. And that was able to take care of that back engine bolt. So now, we got the front one out, do the side engine mounts, and this sucker's coming out. So, started the time lapse already. Let's get to it. So now we're all disconnected, got all the bolts out for the engine mounts, but we need to make things a little easier here. So next step, gonna remove this engine mount completely. I have 2 or 3 bolts. 3, there's another one underneath, so that's gonna be a pain, so maybe not. But this T-bracket, if we remove that, that'll make things a lot easier, so we'll take that out. What'd you say? It's gonna grab onto the transmission. Yeah, that might work. Where's that T-bracket? Can you get the T-bracket off the back? Is that loose?
I think we're just gonna have to use the front end of it and get it to go forward.
Yeah.
Your alternator's hitting your...
Is the alternator about to hit?
Yeah.
It's close.
What was that?
I don't know.
Scared.
Alright.
No, I'm fine. It's just...
This.
Something oh, there. Stop. You're hitting the alternator. You may have to take that alternator off.
Oh, it's hitting that thing.
I know I've done it with the alternator in there. What was it hitting? Oh, it's hitting the master.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. If you would have went it.
Yeah, maybe we should take the alternator off. That would suck.
It's like, let's got another job to do.
Yep. Alright. What'd you just do, Lexi?
Took the transmitter thinger out.
The alternator.
Alternator.
Not a transmitter. Alright, hold on.
I'm getting stuck in that side engine now again.
Lower it down here. Hold on.
What else is this thing stuck in?
It's stuck on this now. It's stuck in the mount.
That's what I'm saying, we need more angle.
Go up here more.
Wait.
If that mount wasn't in here.
We're hitting the master again.
Uh-oh.
Off that. Hitting everything.
Heck, are we stuck?
Well, now I'm on the
Oh, we're
frame
hitting this
over
mount
here.
back here. This one's got to come all the way out.
So I'm saying we gotta get the T bracket off.
I don't have anything to make. We're gonna have to get it back in that mount, pull it over this way to get it. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe just try lowering it a little bit.
I'm coming down.
Watch.
Ready?
Yep.
See, it's getting hung up on that front one now. Gosh darn it. Whole engine's starting to twist. Getting farther and farther off. I don't know if I can pull this back. Can you get that with your hand now? Yeah! Got it. Alright, there's the T-bracket. Which, by the way, is needed if you're going to swap a B-Series into an older Honda, like a EF Civic or a CRX, or I think actually if you swap a B-Series into an EG Civic, you need that T-bracket. Now, the other thing to remember is we're dragging the shift linkage along. There you go. Record with that. Batteries in my cameras want to die. Now we're coming out. Where's the crowbar? Engine bays are so tight, these things.
Really? That went in that port?
So leaving this header on is proving to be a big mistake. I was just really concerned about the rust on the bolts. There, watch your fingers. Come on, Sammy. Oh, wait, we're lifting the car.
Oh!
We're lifting the car.
Don't move.
Houston, we have a problem.
Watch your fingers.
I'm clear. Now wait.
The exhaust just fell.
The back bracket is resting right on the master cylinder.
Look.
I don't remember this being this hard last time. That's probably because I removed the exhaust, though. If we remove the exhaust, we can swing the whole thing forward and get it out. Son of a gun. Well, I guess this is what happens when you try and cheat. I tried to cheat. Didn't work. Should've just bit the bullet and undone the exhaust. Now we're really stuck. Alright, this engine mount after much toil and trouble, is loose. Crowbar's over there. Move. I don't know, can you get it? Oh, yes. Oh my god. So now we've got room to play.
That way with it.
Leaving that exhaust in was such a huge mistake.
I'm sorry, Lex. Are we keeping you up?
Yeah. You're keeping me hungry too.
What do you want me to do, Sam?
I'm over here jacking up.
Going up.
Almost.
Woohoo! You alright?
I think I just peed.
I think we're loose.
Yeah, the finger fell.
What fell? The exhaust?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Big mistake leaving that in. We were
Yeah.
resting right on here in the master cylinder. Almost really screwed myself there.
Yeah, well,
Now we got the shift linkage still stuck on there. Well, we'll just have to lift this thing up and pull it out, but woo! At least it's loose. Sheesh. I think we are gonna call it tonight. Alright, so with a whole lot of turmoil and seized parts and rusted parts and parts that don't want to come apart, the engine is finally out. So that was a huge pain. The batteries to my cameras are dead. The battery to my cell phone is dying. But we got it done. So we're calling it a night. We're gonna go eat. Sammy,
Good job.
mission completed. Very stressful mission.
Even though Lex did most of the work.
Even though Lexi did most of the work. It was a learning experience. So there's obviously plenty more work to be done. That's gonna cut to the end of this one. Talk to you guys later. Say goodnight to YouTube, Lex.
Good night, YouTube.